A lot of who I say I am comes from my parents. A girl, she needs her mom. She was like a real crackhead. Like our lights and stuff would go out. And we didn't have water. We didn't have electric. A lot of times my mom would literally disappear for like weeks. She was in the streets. My stepdad was very strict. Whatever he said, I just did it. He was very scary. He's actually in prison right now. He did a 9-year stretch. I feel like she should have stepped up more. I always say that I'm going to be the woman that my mom wasn't. My household had love, but it
Okay.
also had dysfunction. My energy is very loud. And I think that it affects my relationship. I love to cook. My favorite food is my food. It has to be something that draws me to you. I like hood guys. I am a lover girl. I love love. We spent like $60,000 on this wedding. My ex-husband, he divorced me. I had a miscarriage. I always wanted a daughter. I think men lead with their ego. Men lead with their pride. Listen to understand and not listen to respond. You want to know what's so crazy? But I'm scared.
What you scared of?
Oh, come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you, girl. I really wanna know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Can we just talk?
Who y'all talking to, man?
All right, people, welcome back to Intimate Conversations. This is a place where we allow people to speak some of their story, their journey, speak on the gender wars, just speak on life and people and relationships and all that other shit, and try to blend it together. But tonight we have this lovely young lady who does a lot of entrepreneur things, and we'll speak about her journey itself. But can you introduce yourself to the people and tell them like your name, where you're from, how old you are?
Hello, people. I am Malika. I am from originally from West Philly,
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
West Side. I'm from 55th and Delancey, and I am 44 years old.
Okay. So normally I start this off by like asking about your background, your upbringing. Where would you say that your journey began, like with you discovering who you are?
Hmm. I'm still discovering who I am. So I would say recently. So a lot of who I say I am comes from my parents. I had a very close relationship with my parents. Both of them are deceased now,
Okay,
but
sorry to hear that.
thank you. I see a lot of them in me,
Right.
and I'm not really trying to separate myself from them, but I am trying to figure out who I am. So I am on that journey to figuring out who Malika is. So I
Okay.
can't quite say that I actually know
Yeah.
who I am fully because I don't.
Okay. I got a couple questions based on that. So, born and raised West Philly.
Born and raised in West Philly, so I could claim a couple areas. Okay, so I can claim West Philly. I can claim 8th and Diamond, which is really 7th and North. And
Okay.
I can also claim Logan.
Okay.
So I
So,
grew up in a
what
lot of those places. In those areas, that's where I grew up.
what would you say? Which one is your favorite, and how would you describe like the neighborhoods you grew up in?
So I don't really have a favorite.
Okay.
And most of my memory will be Logan.
Okay.
So from like 14 to like 18, I lived in Logan.
Hmm.
Um, but a lot of my childhood was sheltered. So I was sheltered. I was literally the kid that couldn't get off the step. Um,
Okay.
my stepdad was very strict
Right.
and he was very scary.
Hmm.
And I had a lot of respect for him. I had a lot of respect for him. And I also feared him also. So it's kind of like whatever he say, I just did it. Because I ain't gonna face some consequences.
Okay. Um, how would you describe the differences in the guys in these different neighborhoods? Like, what do you think the differences is?
Okay, so I haven't had a lot of experience dating guys in the neighborhood, so I can't really say the difference. But what I can say is this: I like hood guys. I like oh my goodness,
Not loving the
I
bad boys.
I know, right? It's like it's more so it stems from the protection aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Because my dad, he was a protector. He was a provider also, but he was diehard protective. So to me, it's something about the. What'd you say?
No, I hear you. Go ahead.
No. I'm saying like, not. I'm not asking you what you said, but I'm saying it's something like a street guy mentality. Like,
Right.
say that shit again.
Right.
Oh, I'll be right there.
Right.
And he's spinning a block.
Right.
So it's something about that. That's just it. Yeah, that's I like that. That's
So have you ever dated like a regular, like a square guy?
I've dated regular guys. I've dated so
Did you get bored?
so here's the thing. Like it has to be like a median.
Okay.
So it'll be like he'll have like a street mentality or like or other people respect him mentality. So I like that. I like the command presence. You know, I like for my man to walk in the room and people straighten up. You know, that type. So I don't typically date boring guys, but it has to be something that draws me to you. And I find that I like that aspect of men that confidence, that self-assuredness, that, you know, other men respect my man, other men know not to play with my man. You know, I like that aspect because my dad was that.
Okay.
My dad, he wasn't a street nigga. He wasn't a street nigga. Like he was one of the guys that got up and went to work. However,
but he was a man.
He was a man, yeah. But the corner boys respected my dad.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? So that type of aspect.
You got any siblings?
I do. I have a brother.
Are y'all close?
We are very close. His name is Malik. We are very close. He's actually in prison right now. He should be coming home in July. He did a 9-year stretch, but we're very close. And the crazy thing about it is like he turned to the streets.
Right.
So he was rebellious. Didn't want to listen to.
And you were sheltered.
And I was sheltered. I was scared of the belt. I was scared of the belt. A lot of the rules and stuff my brother didn't adhere to, whereas though I did. So that's why it's kind of just like, you know, people will be like, y'all grew up in the same household, like, you know, y'all lived the same life, like, and you know, why you come out one way and he come out another. In reality, we both had different experiences growing up.
Right.
If you understand what I'm saying, is like, you know, he was experiencing what he was experiencing, and I was experiencing what I was experiencing. So, you know, that's why, you know, he went his way, I went my way, but we still are very close. We had the same mother, the same father, and even now closer that both of our parents passed away.
Okay, so at a younger age, like, were you a girl's girl? Were you out in the street jumping rope? Like, how were you?
Now, I did used to go outside. I did used to play. But like I said, I had a short leash.
Okay.
So I couldn't do a lot. Like I remember I couldn't go to Powerhouse. Like my dad literally would not let me go to Powerhouse. And all my girlfriends, they would go and I would just be sitting in the house upset because I can't go to Powerhouse. So but I do remember times where I used to go to Wild Skating Ring.
Right.
And I'm real close with Skinny. So we had a little group that like we would go to dances. And what was the other club? Wait, how old are you? You're not as old as me.
I'm
45. You older than me? Okay, so you remember dances? What other clubs we used to go to?
It was like dances, Palmer's. It was a lot of that shit.
Yeah, all them.
Yeah,
and I was allowed to go to them places because I do remember going to them places, but for the most part, I couldn't do much growing up. Like I couldn't talk on the phone with boys till I was 16.
Right.
I couldn't have a boyfriend. Like I didn't have a boyfriend until I was like 18 or 19.
Wow.
So I didn't lose my virginity until I was like in my 20s.
Wow.
Like, yeah, but like my dad ain't play.
Well, you know, looking back on it now, how do you feel about it? Like, are you happy that you waited?
I would say so. I would say so. I respected my dad, so I don't really have a wish I would have did things different type mentality. Like,
right.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite shit to do since you wasn't really outside like that? You was in the house. Like, what did you do for fun?
I was in the house. I used to do hair.
Okay.
I used to do hair. Yep, I went to Mastbaum. So, Mastbaum, Dobbins, and who was the other one?
All of them is like tech schools, right?
Yeah, I forget the name of the other one, but yeah. So, Mastbaum was a Voltech school. They had cosmetology. I was one of the cos girls.
Right.
So, in between me going to class and stuff like that, like I would do hair.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so then how does the first boyfriend come about? Are you 17, 16, 17 at this time?
I was like 18.
Okay, 18.
And I was working at McDonald's. I was working at McDonald's on Shelton Ave. I don't know if you're familiar with Uptown.
Yeah, a little.
I was working at McDonald's on Shelton Avenue, and my boyfriend, he worked there.
Okay. Did you feel like awkward at the time, like shy, just because it was like your first experience?
No, because we was doing stuff leading up to it.
Not that part. I'm talking about just like your first experience having a boyfriend.
No. No, I mean, because I had liked boys before. I didn't go on no dates.
Okay.
But yeah, he was like my first real boyfriend, like first dates. He wasn't my first kiss.
Mm-hmm.
But first person I had sex with, but I didn't feel awkward.
He was a lot of your first. So
yeah, he was.
How did that end?
He went to the Army.
Okay. Were you heartbroken?
What? Both of us was.
Wow.
Both of us was. Yeah, we was both heartbroken. But he wanted to continue to see me.
Right.
But I wanted to break it off because I was so sad when he left. Like I remember me and him standing on 15th Street Plaza. He was about to get back on the Orange Line to go back up Germantown because he was from up Germantown. And we was just both crying. It was the last day. Like he was about to leave the next day or something like that. And we was just both on the platform just crying, like bawling.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but we kept in touch for a little while. And he actually wanted to marry me, but I was like 18 or 19 and I wasn't ready.
Right. All right, so then gradually moving after that. So you graduate high school, right? And what was your plans? Like, did you go to school? Did you just start working? What was your plans after high school?
So my plan is what's so ironic is I moved out. So I was living in Logan. I moved to West Philly with my grandma.
Okay.
And the reason why I moved to West Philly with my grandma was because my stepdad and my mom was separating.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom was a drug addict, and she like a stone cold drug addict, like a crackhead. So I gotta put the emphasis on that because some people be thinking people judge me a lot, but we'll get into that.
Right.
So my mom and my stepdad were separating. My dad moved out, and I had a very close relationship with my stepdad, so I didn't want to live at the house when he wasn't living there. So I moved in with my grandma And I originally wanted to open a salon,
Okay.
but with them two having whatever, they had going on, I wasn't really able to focus on
Right.
myself because I was like worried about my parents, and my stepdad had also had cancer.
Okay.
My stepdad had also had cancer, and being as though my mom was, she was in the streets. She was in the streets. She was a drug addict. I picked up where she couldn't like take care of my dad, so I
Right.
stepped in,
Right.
and I was his caregiver for a long time.
Okay. So how did her addiction and their relationship or their breakup, like how did that um change or skew your view of like relationships?
So me personally, I felt like my mom, because my dad was really sick. He was really very sick.
Mm,
I felt like she should have stepped up more.
mm,
I felt like the things that he wasn't able to do anymore, she should have been I feel like she should have been able to take over, but that was my mindset back then because
right.
I was younger. I was in my 20s, and me being an older person that I am now, I realized that she wasn't in a predicament to step up and be, you know, to be him when he couldn't be himself because she was a drug addict.
Right.
So that kind of made it so in relationships, when I get into relationships, I always say that I'm gonna be the woman that my mom wasn't.
Okay.
So that affected that part affected how I am in relationships. And I took on, because my dad was the dominant parent and a dominant figure, um, growing up, I took on a lot of his characteristics.
Right.
So, but I don't think I'm masculine. I don't think I'm masculine because my dad he was very much equally the yin and the yang.
Okay.
Right. But I do think that, well, what I do know is that my energy is very loud.
Okay.
Very, very, very loud. And I think that it affects my relationships.
You think it could be too much for some guys? Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. Is it a thing that you're in control of, or you just sometimes don't even notice it until they mention it?
Um, it's not that they don't mention it. It's a thing that I just know about myself. And I know that it can be the downfall of my relationship sometimes because I I don't have the damsel in distress aspect.
Right.
I
Right.
lack that. And a lot of men want to come in and swoop and say today, but
Right.
I don't give a lot of opportunities for men to do that.
Right.
So
Right.
I do know that that plays a huge role in my relationships.
So would you say that you're looking for more of a partner than like some traditional shit?
I need a balance.
Okay.
I need a balance. I like, so for when I date somebody, they would have to um pick up where I lack.
Okay.
Like, so I worry a lot.
Mm,
I worry a lot, and I need for things to be a certain way. And if I could have the guy that I'm seeing come in and be like, "Yo, relax,
right.
chill, it'll
Right.
be all right.
Right.
We gonna take care of this. We gonna do this. Give me different ideas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ease me that way. Like, look, all right, you got this going on. All right, this is what I'm gonna do.
Mm,
Bit. I'm gonna take care of that. Don't worry about that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I need that aspect.
Mm. So
So
do you think that most men lack just that characteristic of being able to be more than, just the financial leader or whatever that is?
I think men lack communication. I think men lead with their ego. I think men lead with their pride,
Right.
and they don't know how to talk to their woman
Right.
and just, like, really get to know her. What do she need?
Right.
What do she need so that she'll be okay? And then, what's the word I'm looking for? Ultimately, our relationship will be okay.
Right.
So a lot of men come in and they just want to lead with what they know. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? Instead of really figuring out what their woman needs.
And how do you think you carry that on the reverse side? Like, do you think that in a relationship, you're what the man needs?
So me, I just do.
Okay.
I just be myself. Like, I'm very nurturing.
Okay.
And I would hate to say this, but I'm a Virgo. So and I'm into astrology and I'm into signs and stuff like that. But a lot my number one love language is acts of service. So I'm the type I want to do everything for you.
Okay.
Like, literally, like, I clean up your plate, I take your spoon, I take your fork, I'm taking it downstairs, like, I'm pulling the covers back for you. Like, I do all that type of stuff, right? That's me on my own. That's just me on my own. But growing up, I did see times when my mom, she would, like, literally meet my dad at the door.
Right.
And I was married before too, so
Mm-hmm.
I used to meet my my ex-husband at the door too. Like, my mom, like, she used to take his shoes off.
Right.
Like, sometimes she would meet him at the door with, like, iced tea and stuff, and she would get up in the morning with him. Like, my dad used to have to be to work at 4:30. And she would get up in the morning with him at like 2:00 in the morning. She would iron his uniforms. My dad was a chef.
Okay.
So that's where
The cooking part.
yeah. Well, I'm so sorry.
That's where the cooking part kicks in.
What's the word? I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that's where the cooking comes from. With my dad, my stepdad, he was a chef. So my mom would do things like that when she was around, because a lot of times my mom would literally disappear for like weeks.
Facts.
But when she was home, like, she was a mom and she was a wife, and she would do things like that. So I do take on those characteristics from my mom. She was very nurturing. It was times where, like, our lights and stuff would go out and we didn't have water and stuff like that. We didn't have electric. Like, my mom was the mom that was warming up the water
Right.
on the hot plate for us to take bath. Like, she was that type of mom. So
All right. So, being as though you said your mom had times where she was gone for moments, is there any instances where, like, you needed her to teach you, like, the women shit and she wasn't there?
you want to know what's so crazy? Like, I never, like, my dad was like both.
Okay.
He taught me that type of stuff.
Okay. That's what's up.
He literally taught me that type of stuff, and I feel like I didn't lack things growing up, but I could also be mistaken that I didn't, because a girl, she needs her mom.
Right.
But a lot of things I didn't learn from my mom. I didn't. Like, my mom was a good mom. My mom was the best mom that she could have been, but she was like a real crackhead.
Right.
So it's just so happened that she met an amazing man who loved her and her children.
Right.
And
So he kind of showed you, like, what unconditional love is supposed to look like.
Yes. Yeah. And my dad loved my mom. You hear me? Loved her. Like, loved her. Like, that was his doll baby, his baby girl, his princess. So yeah, so I did get to witness. Some girls don't witness how a woman is supposed to be treated.
That's a fact.
I did get to witness. That. It's just that my household had love, but it also had dysfunction.
Okay.
You hear me?
Right.
Yeah. So,
So now, how do you end up in this marriage? And like, what do you think is the differences in between being married and just being in a regular relationship?
oh, it's a huge difference.
Okay.
It's a huge difference than being in a regular relationship and being married. Like when you married, you can move as your husband, and
Mhm.
vice versa. Vice versa, your husband can move as you. Like y'all are one.
Mhm.
Like y'all are like um legally one person.
Right.
And I don't know. To me, I feel like the responsibility is greater.
Right.
Especially when you take them vows with somebody and you vow to take care of that person and it's for better or for worse and all that. And I really believe in it.
Mhm.
I really believe in it. Although my ex husband, he divorced me.
Wow.
Yeah, he divorced me.
What
I
was the
wanted the
reason?
marriage, but he wanted a divorce. Um, I think that he just didn't want to be my husband. I'm being honest, cause he remarried.
Okay.
He remarried and he been with his wife that he remarried. He been with her for like a long time. So I think that he just didn't want to be married to me, and that's me being honest.
But he didn't give you a reason. Like he doesn't say because of X, Y, and
I
Z.
mean, we had issues. We had
Okay.
issues. During our marriage, I had a miscarriage.
Mm.
That was a big deal in our marriage, and I was also a security officer. Right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
So I
hear.
was a security officer, and the majority of my coworkers was male,
Right.
and that was one of his big issues. But so what happened was when we first got married, he joined a bike club,
Mm.
and I hated it. I
Right.
hated that he had joined that bike club. And when he joined the bike club, he had got real close with his bike brothers,
Right.
and he would be out of town, like
Right.
at least 2 weekends out the month.
Mm.
And because I didn't like it, I like I went to the second shift. So
Right.
I was working morning shift and then I went to second shift, and I kind of like just gravitated towards my coworkers. I gravitated towards my coworkers, which was mostly males,
Mm.
and he gravitated toward his bike brothers, and that was an issue in our marriage too. So
So did y'all both have like insecurities in the marriage?
um I wouldn't say that I had insecurities. I didn't like him being in the bike club.
Right. Mm.
I don't know if you know, but
I thought you liked that guy.
I do.
Well, then why'd you sleep with that old dude?
Because that's what we do.
You mean you just sleep with whoever they tell you to?
I take care of them and they take care of me. It's a family. And when I finally hook up, I'll belong to that guy and that guy only. See, good old ladies, they can make or break a club.
I know a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I know a little bit.
it down, okay?
Right. Right. Right.
I hated it, and then he wouldn't invite me to stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
He
you
wouldn't
gotta.
invite me, like,
They
and I used
supposed
to
to
be
invite
like,
the
just
wife.
take me with you, and he used to be like, no.
Right.
And after a while, we just kind of just like
Hmm.
went our separate ways.
Yeah.
But I
So
wanted marriage. I wanted the marriage. Like I like literally begged something like big like this. We had this crazy ass wedding. Okay, we spent like $60,000 on this wedding.
that's crazy.
Okay, we got married and
Would you do the same thing again?
I don't think I have to be somebody's wife.
No, I mean, would you do like a big wedding again?
I don't think I gotta be somebody's wife.
I ain't mad at it.
I don't. Yeah, been there, done that. I still got his last name. My last name is legally Harrison. We legally divorced. I don't think being somebody's wife that's
It's a
a big
lot.
responsibility.
Right. It's a lot.
That's a big responsibility. I don't think I gotta hit it.
All right. So, would you consider yourself a companion or a lover?
I'm both.
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay. Okay.
I am a lover girl. I love love. Like
Mhm.
I'm one of them girls that want to live in a man's skin.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's not a lot of those left, so that's what's up.
Yeah. It's not.
No. No.
These girls don't be loving their men. I be loving my man.
No. They want you around, but they don't necessarily like want to live in your skin. Like they want to
What?
possess you, but they don't necessarily like they're not necessarily lovers.
To
They're
love somebody,
companions.
let them be free.
They're companions.
Oh, what's explain to me what the difference is.
So I consider a companion like this is somebody that you have like when you want to go out to eat, you want to go on a trip, you want to do X, Y, and Z, but you're not. That's not y'all not lovers. Like we're not
Oh,
cuddled up. There's like the intimate part. There's not like a lot of intimacy.
girls don't want to be intimate.
No. There's a whole thing going around that like girls are saying everything would just be okay if men realize that we don't necessarily have to like have sex and be intimate. We could just be like together. We could just be companions.
What does that
That's a
mean?
thing.
What does that even mean? Like what? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to wrangle it in for you. So that basically means like they want somebody. They call it what they call building is what I call companionship. So it's like you work, I work. We trying to go buy this house. We trying to do this. We trying to do that. But we don't. There's no like connection between us. We're just building for things. Like we're trying to grasp things.
No, that's not me. I gotta like my partner.
Right.
I gotta like my partner. I have to be physically attracted to my partner. I gotta want to see my partner. I gotta want to make love to you. I gotta want to buy you stuff. Like I gotta want to spoil you. Like all that stuff.
Right.
So
I think it just comes from a lot of them got like trauma and jaded past, so they don't want to invest like their heart fully into it, but they still want a person.
Yeah, but that's not gonna work.
I agree.
Because you're not being authentic. You gotta leave stuff in the past. You gotta you can't bring that to your next relationship with you. You gotta, because then you're not giving that person the benefit of the doubt. Right. But what I will say is that we have to pay attention to the red flags. Like a lot of us don't do that. We ignore them. We sweep them under the rug, and we just want the person to be who we want them to be, and that's not fair.
That's a fact.
That's not fair. Like we gotta accept people for who they are and not try to change people. Like we can't change people.
Right.
So I'm learning.
So since you started this, well, you said you started early. So when did the entrepreneur thing start? Like what age?
I was 38.
Okay.
I was 38, 39. I started my business in 2019.
So how many businesses are we at now?
3.
How do you feel about being like, are you full-time entrepreneurship?
I'm not a full-time entrepreneur. I want to be, but I'm scared.
What you scared of?
I'm scared of not having the comfortability of knowing I'm going to get that check every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I don't have a large support system. It's just me, and I have trust issues.
Right. So what do you think is the differences in between being an entrepreneur? Just the check, or what is the other differences that you think there is?
Oh, the freedom. So I'm currently on disability.
Okay.
I've been on disability since July, and I enjoy my freedom. I will say that I enjoy my freedom. I'm learning now that I'm on disability. I have more time to put to the businesses.
Right.
I feel like I'm busier now with the businesses than I was when I was actually going to work. And that's just because I got more. Yeah, I got more time that I could dedicate to the businesses. And now it seemed like, so I have the vending machines. I know you know that.
Yeah.
It seemed like they need something every day. Like a lot of people think that the business is passive. It's not a passive business at all.
Okay.
At all.
So where is it like breaking even?
When I first got them, so this going on year 3.
Right.
When I first got them, they was doing phenomenal, making like $3
Is
grand.
it the price changes?
No, it's the location.
Okay.
Location is everything. Location is everything. And then plus the economy is a little bit messed up now more too, right? So you got to figure people not running to the vending machine.
Right.
But when I first got them, when I say, because the notifications come to my phone, right? When like the products sell out,
right,
they is coming to my phone like, and I used to be so hyped, like I ain't so hyped. But now there's like barely the machines. The machines was making like $1,000 a week,
right?
But now they make like 150,
That's
200.
crazy.
Not they ain't. It hasn't been over 200
That's
in a
crazy.
while. In a while, yeah, and I paid a lot of money for my vending machines. A lot of money.
Right. So, what makes you happy?
When everything is going smoothly. When the machines is good. When I'm good. When my people happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Like if I'm seeing somebody and he happy. When my brother is happy, because sometimes he don't be 100% when he in prison.
Right.
So that what goes on with him, it affects me because it's my brother. He's one of my best friends.
Right.
So just when things is running smoothly, and I don't really have to worry about too much. And I like I'm the type of person like I want to take care of everything and everybody. Like that really bring me joy.
Right.
Like putting smiles on other people's faces. Like I be so hyped to buy a gift.
Right.
Is that crazy?
No, that's great. That's
all right. Okay. Like,
I mean, it's rare coming from women, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Like, yeah, I love gift giving. Like, it be the joy. Like, I like to see my people smile. That makes me happy.
Right.
Yeah, which is a character that I got from my stepdad.
Right. Do you have a guilty pleasure?
I just started smoking.
Nah, I just started smoking. At what age? At what age is this that we just started smoking?
No, because listen, right? I didn't want to do no drugs because my mom was a drug addict.
Right.
So I was like, nope. But being out on mental health leave, and I experienced a whole lot because I'm getting older,
right? And
my body and my mind is just like it's just not the same.
Right.
So yeah, I like this. I'm not even listen. I was going to smoke before I got on here with you, but I was like, no, I wanted to be sound mind.
So does that ease like? Do you have anxiety?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of times.
And depression.
I know a lot of times some people, use that to ease that anxiety or depression.
Yes, anxiety and depression. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know what your triggers are?
My triggers are when things ain't going right. Trying to run all these businesses by myself. Like I said, it's not easy. Like people think you get a vending machine, you put the products in there, and it's just you make money. I thought it was gonna be like that,
right?
But it's not. It's a lot, and it's difficult. I find it to be difficult as a woman,
right?
Because I'm a woman, mostly in a male-dominated business,
right?
And I'm a Black woman also, right? So you think about vending machines, like who do you see running vending machines?
Right.
Who do you see? Like you don't really see young Black women running vending machines, and I get a lot of dirty looks. I get a lot of people turning their nose up at me. I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of, oh, why these prices so high? Oh, like, well, you need to put this in there. You need to do this and you need to do that, this and that. And it's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot.
Right. So, who do you like? Who's your venting person? Like, because
My brother.
you talk to you, so you talk to him like all the time.
All the time.
Okay.
All the time. Yeah, he's actually one of the reasons why I bought the vending machines, because I wanted him to have something to come home to when he comes home from prison.
Okay.
So I'm patiently waiting for him to come home. I'm trying to have it set up where as though like when he come home, he could just jump right in, and then I could just go off and get into cooking, get more into cooking, because that's really where my heart at.
Okay. Yeah. So, getting into the meal prep, like, how did that come to fruition? Like, how did you get into doing meal prep?
It came into fruition because I've been doing security for like 20 plus years. Right. And I just kind of, it wasn't purposeful.
Okay.
I felt like I could be doing more. And I love to cook, and everybody's like, your food's so good, all this is there and the third. And every time I cook, it's nostalgia for me.
Right. And
it takes me back to my childhood when my dad used to be around the kitchen cooking.
Right.
And I like he was like a superhuman to me. Okay. So when I'm cooking, it's like he right there with me.
Right.
So yeah, meal prep is very personal to me. It's my passion.
So do you do meal prepping for like just for like the week, a couple of days? How's your process?
So I have a menu. I used to sell 4 meals at a time and 8 meals at a time. But now all my meals are all individually priced because the food is expensive.
Right.
And I haven't meal prepped in about a year.
Okay.
Just because it's time consuming.
Right.
It's time consuming. I need at least 3 days to meal prep. And the way that I was going with everything that I got going on, I couldn't take and put time to the side to actually cook. But I miss it.
All right. How do you view meal prepping versus like having a food truck or being a chef in a restaurant? Where would be like your order in that?
Well, I don't have experience cooking on a food truck, and I don't have experience cooking in a restaurant. But I'm pretty sure like that would be like so fast paced.
Right.
And it's something that is something that I do want to experience. My homie actually got a food truck, and I was supposed to go on there over the summertime, but I couldn't get my money right. Mm-hmm. And it's something that I want to experience. Like, I don't think it's going to be the same because it's fast paced, so it's going to be more like fast food.
Okay.
So people going to want their food in under 20 minutes or less.
Right.
Whereas though with meal prep, it said on my website I need 3 days.
Okay.
So
how are your prices like? Because I always like wanted to look into like getting meal because I live by myself, so I don't cook, so I'm normally eating out every day, and that's like not good. So what is the prices like of looking into like getting meal prep?
So I actually have the highest meal prep that I have is $40.
Okay.
But it's lamb chops.
Okay.
It's lamb chops, and I do a cauliflower mac and cheese. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. So those 2 things are very expensive to make.
Right.
So, and I do like a what's the name of that rice? Why is my brain having a freeze? I can't think of it, but it's like a creamy rice, and it's like a creamy cheesy rice risotto. I'm sorry, risotto.
Okay.
So risotto is expensive to make.
Right.
Lamb chops, and so all 3 of those things are expensive to make. So I just charge $40. Well, I charge individually. but it comes out to like $38, something like that.
Okay. All right. So where do you stand now on the children's side of things?
I'm 44. I always wanted a daughter. I always wanted a daughter. When I was married to my husband, I miscarried at 5 months.
Right.
Devastated, killed me. And then I went back to work at Children's Hospital.
Right around the kids.
Right around the kids. Right around the kids, and everybody's pregnant.
Right.
Like literally every 2 steps is a pregnant woman. But it just didn't pan out that way for me.
Would you either like adopt now, or would you be fine just if the guy had kids?
I'm cool if my anybody I deal with have children.
Okay.
But adoption, I don't think that would be for me.
I think I don't want to deal with anybody that has kids now. Okay. Because my kids is grown.
You got kids?
Yeah. I got a 21-year-old and a 23-year-old.
Oh yeah, they grown people.
Right.
You have adults.
Right. Right.
Oh, but you know what? I've been being as though I like children, and quite a few of the men that I was dating recently, they was a little younger than me. So
Got you out here being a cougar now.
Got me out here being a little John or whatever. And yeah, so they be having like kids that's like younger. So right. I wouldn't mind meeting the kids and being a part of the kids' life.
Okay.
But adoption, I don't think that, because number one, I would want if I'm gonna have a baby, like I would want to see myself in the baby.
Right.
And number two, it just seemed like some kids that get adopted be having like resentment towards their adopted parents, and right. I don't want them to grow up and come bang bang me. So
not to come bang bang.
But they be doing it though.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They be hating their stepmom sometimes. I mean, they they adopted mom sometimes. Not all the time, but you hear about some of the stories. I play YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. So.
Right. So how do you view the dating market right now?
Dating is horrible. Dating is horrible. Because I think the social media has a lot to do with it.
That's a fact.
Social media has a lot to do with it. Like these statuses and all the women are bosses. I was just telling my brother, like, bro, a standard car now is a Tesla.
Fact.
Like, it ain't no more Nissans and Hondas, and a standard.
They look at you crazy, like you ain't got no foreign, like
you ain't got no big watch, right? You ain't working. Like, so it's just like it's all these standards and stuff like that you gotta live up to. It's like it's kind of like the women is like turning their masculine up. Right. They turning their masculine up, and then some women look down on men, right. And some men feel inadequate. But it's trash, and I kind of feel like some of the men are being a little bit feminine too. Like they want to be chased and pursued and all that, and like no, like let's get back to when that was my baby girl. Like I want to be somebody's girl.
There's like a distinction in that. So yeah, I hear you saying that, you want to be somebody's baby girl, and why do these men want to feel like they're being chased? But why shouldn't it be like a reciprocal thing?
Oh, I think it should be reciprocal. I think it should be reciprocal and vice versa. I think it should be, but still, men should pursue. I'm not pursuing no man. I'm not jumping in no man DM. No, I'm not doing it.
Not even if you saw somebody you liked?
I don't pursue men.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, no, because a man go after what he wants. So it's kind of like if he not really showing no interest towards you, then he's probably really not interested.
Right.
He got to drop some type of signal or something. I get you may not be super confident or you don't know how to approach a woman, but you gotta drop the what's it called?
The low? What
The
we doing?
I don't know. I don't know. He gotta put it out there.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
Just interest, just putting the interest out there. I would say that in the dating market, a lot of men may be like moving more feminine or wanting to be chased because they don't know if they're being used.
Discernment. They gotta use
Right.
discernment. I think you can tell if a woman really like you.
I feel like you
Or
should.
date a woman who likes you. Don't try to pursue somebody who's not really that into you.
Mm.
You know?
So do you have a checklist or like a type?
I have a type. It's kind of like I know it when I see it.
Okay.
But I like I have to be physically attracted to you. If there's no physical attraction, I'm not even going to waste my time.
That's a fact.
Like I'm not about to play on your phone. I'm not about to play flirt with you. I don't want to sit across the table from you. So one of the things that I got from Kevin Samuels, so I like Kevin Samuels. You know,
RIP.
some things wasn't for me, but some things that he would say, like I took heed to it, and he said that you shouldn't entertain a man that you can't see yourself having sex with. And ever since he said that, it was like a light bulb.
Right.
Like I'm not even about to. I'm not fucking you, so I'm not even about to. No, I'm not interested.
I ain't mad at it.
Like, I'm not trying to use you for no dates. And I'm the type of person. What I'm learning about myself now. There's another thing I'm learning about myself is that I don't need a whole lot of male validation.
Right.
But so Kevin Samuel said, attention is to women what sex is to men.
Right.
And that's true.
I agree.
Because some women, we love male attention. We love male validation. We love the hey beautifuls. We love the hey sexies. And, you look so pretty today and all that. But I'm the type of person, I don't need it. I need it from one person.
Right.
The person that I'm seeing. And I'm learning to do without, because if I'm not attracted to you, I'm not going to date you.
Right.
If I don't like you, I'm not going to date you. Because you can be attractive and I not be physically attracted to you. So I got to like you as a person, and I have to be sexually attracted to you. Like I got to want to jump on you every time I see you.
Absolutely.
So women date that man.
Right.
Date that man. If you don't find yourself being all, jiggly and, nervous, and when he come around and all that, like don't even be around him.
So what do you think about how men approach you?
How men approach me?
Right. Like if a man sees you out in the street and he try to holler at you, like how do you feel about that? Like, are you open to that?
Men don't really, I said I don't go nowhere. Men don't really they might say hi, how you doing?
Right.
Or if they do approach me, if I'm not interested, I just say no, I'm not interested. Like I'm cool.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Let me see. Is there anything else that you want to divulge in as far as just a way to bring men and women together? Like, what do you think that divide is?
I think that men need to stop leading with their ego, that's going to be hard for them to do. And men and women need to stop leading with entitlement.
Those are both two good things.
Yeah, like, ma'am.
I think both of those things are hard just because of the conditions, that everybody is bored up in, or what they see. So it's kind of hard to shed those things. But if you can get out of your own way, then that's when I think that you can find what you're looking for. And
Oh,
also, that's a bigger part of it, knowing who you are and what you want.
dead. Dead. Because what I'm learning about myself is like I don't necessarily need a provider.
Mm.
I would love to have a man provide for me. This is one of the things that I talk about with me, like going full term into entrepreneurship.
Right.
Like if I had a husband that that I could take on their benefits.
Right.
So I won't have to worry about that aspect, and I wouldn't have to worry about a household because I take care of myself. I'm, mortgage bills, all that stuff is all that's on me. But I would love if I had a partner and he'd be like, babe, just go ahead. You take care of that, and I got this. I would love that. But what I'm learning about myself is like I really need a supporter.
Right.
I guess nothing like coming home to be able to talk to your person about what went on for the day. Or like, babe, guess what happened when I went to this location today? Like they did such and such and such. Can you believe that, babe? And he'd be like, you want me to go get that nigga for you? Because I be having them instances where I be ready to snake the shit out of a motherfucker.
Right.
Like, and I can't do so because I'm a girl. I'm just a girl.
Right. Right.
And I feel like a lot of things that I experience, I wouldn't experience if I wasn't a woman.
Right.
Working in the vending machine business.
Right. Yeah, I see that. You're speaking to emotional support, and a lot of men don't.
Lacking that, yes.
They don't know what that is yet. It's like
they
a
don't?
process. No. No.
I didn't know that.
No, because from my view or my perspective of it is like when I was growing up, you kind of know what it is, but you don't know how to do it. So you just like, are you there to be a shoulder to lean on, like the things like that, but you don't know how to communicate being emotionally supportive.
Okay.
And that's a thing that you gotta learn. That's the part of it that you gotta learn, the communication part of it.
Okay.
Like knowing when to just listen or knowing how to speak and feel what she's looking for in that moment. That's the part that a lot of men gotta learn, and they don't always learn it because women don't always look for it in the man. Like sometimes there's more occasions where the woman knows that she's not going to get that from the man, so he's never had to fulfill that role. So a lot of times as men, we're growing up, it's not a thing. Like you're looking for something from me, but you also know that you can't get that from me. So now on my side, I'm not providing that. So that's the barrier of it. We gotta learn how to communicate in those spaces, and that is okay, to be vulnerable.
Yes.
In those places.
Yes. Yes. That's a huge thing that I'm learning also, that a lot of men, they rather get shot than be vulnerable.
Okay. That's true.
Or what I'm learning is that a lot of men aren't afraid to be emotional with other men, but not women.
Cause she might look at you like you soft now. It depends on how she's going to carry it. Like a lot of women don't carry that. Like a lot of women, you can't cry in front of all these women. I've heard a lot of women say, I don't want my nigga crying in front of me.
That's crazy. But that's crazy to me though, because that's something that I would like. My dad used to cry. That's why I said he was equally the yin and the yang. Like my dad used to cry all the time.
Right.
He wasn't no bitch ass nigga though.
Right.
Was definitely not that. But he used to cry. Like first of all, he had cancer. He was battling stage 4 cancer, and a lot of his procedures was like really painful.
Mm,
Like, and me and my mom would be right there, like
mm,
he's screaming.
right,
So it's not unusual for me to see a man cry. So, but that's me. That's what I experienced.
right,
That's what I witnessed. Like, some women may not have experienced that. Some women
right,
may not have had experience having a man in the household. Like, I ain't got no daddy issues.
right.
That's one thing I don't have. But I do give a lot of chances though.
Okay,
So, but it's not because I have low self worth or anything like that. It's just that I want what I want from that person.
mm,
So I be trying to just wait around to see if they gonna give it to me
mm,
or whatever. But yeah, like that's why I just said. So I'm blessed to have
right,
had that. Like even though I had dysfunction in my household,
right,
I had a lot of love in my household
right.
also. So yeah, my dad he carried a lot.
All right. So, what's the worst and the best thing that's ever happened to you?
Back to this dad thing. I to me, my dad was like the best. I felt like God put him in my life to break those generational curses.
Hmm.
And I still feel a lot of his spirit in me. Um, when he died, he gave me the tools that I needed to survive. Um, but I also think that he was the gift and the curse too, because he drilled in me, drilled in me, drilled in me, drilled in me that I needed to be okay. So I'm not masculine, but I'm super sufficient.
Okay.
So I think that that's where a lot of the downfall in my relationships come from, because I meet and they get to know me and they'll be like, she don't really do this. But I do though.
Not, but I do though. So you feel like sometimes you might come across like a little nonchalant. Yeah, I like self sufficient. I think people should be self sufficient. I think both sides should be self sufficient, and then when you come together, that's just a bonus,
Super team. But you get a lot of these men that don't want to be equal with their women.
right? Because they want control.
That part.
Mm,
It's another damn form of myself. Like
mm,
I'm not a wild animal. I don't need to be controlled. Like if you can give me a suggestion or give me some advice that's good, then I'm gonna go that way.
right,
But I'm not the type of person. Like I would love to meet a man who's like successful in his business and can come in and give me some pointers.
right,
Or that can come in and be like, Malika, you need to do this, this, that, and
mm,
this. Do this.
right,
Like that'll be really sexy to me.
right.
Like do this, do that, do this, and this is you gonna see uh, a change. You gonna see your business scaling. Like
I think that's what leadership is, not the shit that they be talking about.
I don't know what they be talking about. I don't even get involved in it. Like it's just some stuff is just like it's silly to me. It's silly
Mm,
to me. I guess because my upbringing was a little different, and I had
right,
a two-parent household.
mm,
Even though my dad was my stepdad, he wasn't my biological dad. I still had a father figure in my house.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I am realizing that that's where a lot of my relationships, the downfall comes in. Where I'm just like, and I'm super ambitious too. And a lot of men don't really. I don't think they care for it.
Yeah, because a lot of them they're possessive, and if they can't possess you and control you in that way, then they don't know how to navigate.
That part. That part. And
So,
nobody will ever get me to believe that I'm anything than what my dad told me I was. I'm
mm,
my dad. My dad. Yeah, I I give him like all the credit.
Mm,
He can't come in and infiltrate what he,
mm,
instilled in me, what he taught me to be, for me to have, the confidence that I have, and for me to be ambitious and all that. Is, I feel like that also plays a downfall in relationships too. But like, I don't mean to come off like that. Like, I don't want to come off like that. Like, I want to come off as like just being cool as shit.
right.
But sometimes it get my energy get a little misconstrued. So.
Do you have any final questions before I also want you to give out all your social media shit so you can get your meal prepping and all that situated? Do you this is what I want to ask you. What question would you like to ask a man or just men in general? Hold on, I can't hear you.
No, I'm just talking. I'm just thinking out loud.
No, I can't hear you. The sound is muffled.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Would you go to therapy?
Yeah, I've been at therapy before. I think men.
Men in general, like,
Yeah,
would that be?
I think most men won't go to therapy because they wouldn't think that they need it or they don't understand it.
Mhm.
But I think they probably should. I think most men probably should because just like women, men got a lot of trauma and shit that they need to fucking handle and take care of. And
Mhm.
like I believe in self therapy. I'm a person who does a lot of self therapy.
Okay.
But I think that some people may not be that equipped to do self therapy, so they probably do need to go talk to the lady, go sit on the couch and all that shit. So in the grand scheme, I don't think that they understand why they're going to therapy. Like they might look at it like they just trying to get somebody on their side. They trying to tell me what to do. They trying to tell me something wrong with me. All that other bullshit instead of understanding what therapy actually is.
Mhm.
So
They don't want to deal with the things that they push down.
right,
And what I'm also learning is that a lot of men have daddy issues too.
that's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
that's new to me that I'm learning. But yeah, they don't men don't
Oh, you
deal.
didn't know that?
No.
No, a lot of men have daddy issues from not having a father or having a father that wasn't a father. Some they definitely have daddy issues.
So it's generational. Yeah, I didn't know
Right.
that. I didn't know what I'm learning too is that men got mommy issues too. So this is
Yeah.
all new to me
Okay.
because like I said, because I grew up in a two-parent household, these type of things, it would be new to me because
Right.
you experience, even though it was a lot of dysfunction in my household, like I had it equaled out with the
Right.
love that was there. So, like
Right.
it's so hearing about mommy and daddy issues to me is new.
It's foreign. It's foreign. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, my view of it is I had a father like when I was younger, and then my dad passed when I was 12. So even though my dad passed when I was 12, he gave me some of those tools that you speak of
Mhm.
on like a how to. So he might not have been around like when I was older, but because I already had the tools,
Mhm.
I was able to do it myself.
Okay.
But my mom, on the other hand, was because she was a single mom of like three boys in the hood and just her own personal life before that, she wasn't nurturing, like she wasn't none of that. So all the emotional shit that I learned about women, like how to be affectionate and vulnerable and all that shit, I taught myself.
Mm. Yeah.
So Yeah, men do have those things.
I didn't know. I didn't know that until learning of this one guy that I was dating. I realized that he had mommy issues. But yeah, what I learned is that the woman to her son is the first.
That's a fact.
What's the word I'm looking for? Help me.
It's like the first influence. It's like the first
Yes,
influence.
it's the what is wrong with my brain tonight? Yes, she's his first love.
Right.
She's his first love. Like their relationship is so
Yeah, a lot of times how you take care of your woman is because of your relationship with your mom.
yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes. And it's so prominent. And
Right.
I'm realizing that a lot of these boys' moms failed them.
Right. Yeah, they definitely did. And a lot because that's how they viewed them. Like that's a boy. I don't want to make him soft. So there's no middle ground of am I making him too soft or am I not giving him anything? It's just like one side or the other. But you gotta kind of like be in the middle.
Balance.
Yeah, you gotta kind of be in the middle. Like I was even having this conversation not too long ago where a woman was like, well, why is it so unfair that a woman has to put all those things onto her son, like teach him like that, you know how they be like, your dad be like, get the fuck up and like don't be soft and all that. She was saying, why is that only placed on the woman? And that could be some of my conditioning. I was like, I wouldn't have wanted that from my dad. Like I wouldn't have wanted my dad to like be soft.
Right.
Like that's just not how I saw it. Like I wouldn't have had the same respect for my dad if he was soft.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying, right? But because men are conditioned to not feel their feelings, I feel that it creates issues for the men when they get older.
Right.
So, and that's the difference between men and women. Like we process our emotions.
Yeah.
We go through. I'm gonna say me because I don't know what other women do. Like I sit with my stuff. But a lot of men, like they just turn it off,
right,
or ignore it.
Right.
But that's dehumanizing yourself.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, you're still a human.
Right.
Like you feel pain, you have emotions, you have heartbreak. Like you have to feel your emotions and you have to, feel your pain. So I was explaining to my brother or whatever, because he had a little situation where he was seeing somebody. He's in prison, but he was seeing somebody, and for a while, for a couple of years, the young lady was riding it out with him. But then she just stopped.
Right.
Like stopped cold turkey, like wasn't no leading up to, them breaking up or whatever. Like she just stopped.
Right.
And he got really depressed. He got sad. I was like really scared for him. But, I told him that, it's okay for you to feel this way.
Right.
It's okay for you to be heartbroken. You are a human. Like, and some breakups can be equivalent to death.
That's a fact.
So a lot of people don't realize that a divorce can be equivalent to a death. Like your body, your brain, your body don't know the difference. And I was also telling my brother that too. Like the brain can't distinguish between physical pain, mental pain, and emotional pain. So all the brain knows is pain.
Right.
So you gotta go through them emotions. You gotta feel like you gotta sit in the corner and rock back and forth. If and you gotta cry and you gotta get it out because it's a release.
Right.
So if you don't get it out, it's just gonna be sitting in you. And a lot of men like they feel like they bitches if they cry. Like My man came to me crying. Oh my god!
But
Like
that's because women call them bitches when they cry.
that would be like a turn on. Like I would hold him. Oh my god! I
Right,
would hug him. Say, baby, like we gonna get through this. Like cry, let it out. Like you're a person.
right, right.
You're a person. Like you can't bottle that up. Like what you mean? Your man crying that mean he a bitch? No. What? No. He's a person.
Right.
He ain't Pinocchio. Like he a real life person. Fears. It's okay for you to be scared.
They want you to be Pinocchio.
Yeah, no, that's not a real person.
Right.
That's not a real person. And if your woman can't see that you're a real human being, then she ain't for you.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't
No,
mad at it.
like,
I'll say that, and I hear this a lot. You know, people at our age will be like, I ain't teaching no grown person X, Y, and Z. And then they'll be like, you don't know that person's life. Like, you don't know their journey. You don't know if they even had the opportunity to learn the shit that you don't want to teach them.
mm-hmm.
And what is it going to hurt you to teach them?
How about it ain't about you teaching them? How about it's just you being that person that they can lean on and being non-judgmental?
Mm.
And just be a listening ear. Like, how about don't say nothing? Just let the person vent or cry.
Like, why wouldn't you want to teach the person who you want to be your person how to love you better?
Why wouldn't you want to teach them that?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what people not
Right.
to figure out on their own.
Right. They be saying that I'm not teaching them. At this age, I'm not teaching nobody. Shit.
How are they going to know?
Right. Right.
How were they supposed to put on their magic glasses and read what you got going on in your brain?
This shit is crazy.
Out here really saying this, do they?
I promise you, somebody says this shit every week on the show. I'm not teaching no grown ass person how to say this shit. What you say?
They would say, "Oh, you just supposed to know."
Right.
How? No, you have to teach people how to love you.
Right.
And vice versa.
Right. They don't see it that way.
I don't see how. That's why I didn't know. That's why I didn't know lasting relationships out here.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
it's like no way you could know.
Right.
You have to learn. People have to learn how to communicate.
It's a fact. Communication is not just a word. It's you gotta kind of do it.
Excuse me. Yep. You have to like.
All right, before we wrap up, I just want to ask you real quick. What is your favorite like foods and shit? Since you're into cooking and all that, what's your favorite shit?
My favorite food is my food. I don't really have a favorite food. The things that I love to cook is I love to cook collard greens. Bakes to my dad, it was his recipe, and I feel like I perfected it. I actually feel like my greens taste better than his.
Okay.
Yeah, just all the stuff from when we was kids, like shepherd's pie,
Mm-hmm.
the collard greens, the lima beans. This all the stuff I want to take on my homie food truck if I go in there, like the black eyed peas, nostalgia stuff, like from when we was kids.
Right.
Yeah. I perfected it and I made it taste better.
Right. All right. I guess my last question would be: what is something about you that nobody knows?
I'm funny.
So how you gonna say I'm funny, but nobody knows I'm funny?
Because people judge me. People think I'm so bougie. Like I'm really like so perky. I be tripping over my own feet. Like I'm cool. Like I think I'm cool. Like I'm not even trying to pat myself on the back and nothing like that. But I'm really cool. Like I be laughing at myself, the dumb shit I be doing. Like I be nervous. I be dropping stuff. Like that type of stuff.
Okay. Would you like to give out your socials and all the meal prep information and all of your stuff?
Yes. So my socials, I have two socials. One is for the meal prep, and it's meal prep Malika, and my regular social is just Malika Amina Harrison, I think. But so,
I think.
so I have a vending machine business. I do meal prep, and I also have a rental space.
Okay.
So yeah, I got quite a few things going on.
Where's the rental space located?
It's actually here in my house. I turned my basement into a loft.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I turned my basement into a loft. I actually want to move out of here. I bought this house when I was 22, 24, something like that. So I've been here 20 years. And eventually I want to move out of here and turn this completely into a rental space.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, I want to thank you for coming on Intimate Conversations. This has been great. Hopefully, we gave the people some gems that they could take. Sometimes listening people is more important than just talking. So if you listen, you might learn a thing or two. Any last words, Malika?
Yes, my dad used to say, back to my dad again. He used to say, take the cotton out your ears and put it in your mouth. Listen to understand and not listen to respond.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, people, we're gonna get up out of here. Until the next time. Deuces.
Oh, come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Can we just talk?
Who y'all talking to, man?